Hey guys. Oh Lord, what is happening with my hair? Okay, so here's the deal. I want to pop on here, sorry, and talk to you guys about the supplement MutliGreens, okay? I think this is probably one of Young Living's kind of best kept secrets. So for anybody out there who feels like they do not have a dense nutrient diet, this is going to be super important for you. A lot of people will say if you just take MutliGreens and Master Formula, which is their basically multivitamin, you should be pretty much covered. I definitely think there's some other oils you'd want to, not oils, some other supplements you want to add in there. Omega Gi's, you want to get those, you want those other fatty acids in. I do take extra calcium, and I will say that definitely you want to be having your pro and prebiotics, okay? Whatever form you're doing that, whether or not you're doing Life 9 and Sulfurzyme powder, or you're doing the Kids Scent one, whatever you're doing. But this is a good way to actually start as a base, to get started, especially with supplements, because I know they can be very, very overwhelming for people, okay? But I want to share some things with you. So there are multiple ingredients in Life 9, okay? Some of the big ones we're going to talk about. But I think one of the most interesting things is, and I wrote this down, if you, so before they added the essential oils to this compound, the absorption rate into the blood system over 24 hours was 42%. Now, in general, this is not uncommon. The reason why we talk about making sure that you know what your supplements are doing for you is the absorption rate is extremely important. Master Formula has an 82% absorption rate into your body, which is amazing. I think the standard is probably 50. But when you add essential oils in, what interestingly things that ends up happening is that they work together with harmony in your body, and the absorption rate happens faster and at a greater rate, okay? So when they added the essential oils, it has lemongrass, lemon, melissa, and rosemary, I'm sorry. When they added those in 30 minutes, the absorption rate went up to 64%, okay? So you went from 24 hours at 42% to 30 minutes at 64%, and 1 hour later, it was at 86%. Okay, which means that when you're taking these, it's actually going into your blood system, supporting the dense nutrients that your body needs, helping your immune system, helping your skin, helping your cardiovascular system. Basically, it's working in all the areas that it needs to be working in your body, and you're getting the dense nutrients that we all really need, regardless of how clean and how healthy our diet is. It's very hard to get them. And it's not just because you're not doing that, it's also the way that the food is processed, and the way the food is grown, whether it's organic, what's happening to the soils, what there's pesticides them, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, okay? So one of the big ones in there is spirulina. Now, spirulina is very, very good for you. It's a type of kelp. You can actually buy different spirulinas. You can buy a beautiful blue spirulina, which I believe is indigenous to Hawaii, and make smoothies with it. You'll see sometimes that people will do that. It's very good for you and tastes delicious, and you kind of look like you're drinking some sort of like beautiful light blue creamy milkshake, okay? The other thing that they have a lot of chlorophyll in it, okay? And when you have chlorophyll in your diet, it is actually a natural internal deodorant, which is something I just learned. So if you have someone in your life, okay, this could be specific to like teenagers kind of going through puberty, but there's also, and I'm just gonna put this out there, there are definitely some people who have body odor, right? And it's not just the way that like their deodorant isn't working, it's just their body gives off a particular body odor. So come to find out, the more chlorophyll you actually put into your body, it kind of internally deodorizes your body, and so you don't quite give off the same smell, which I think is very interesting, having chlorophyll in your diet and doing that, and also extremely helpful for a lot of people to know, because I know that sometimes smell is a definite issue for a lot of people, okay? Especially when you're going through puberty and stuff like that. You want dense nutrients in your diet, as we've talked about. The other way we always talk about with dense nutrients is having your Ningxia every day. So when you're doing these all in combination, you're flooding yourself with dense nutrients, which when you flood yourself with dense nutrients, increases your immune system, okay, and decreases the free radicals, is what we call them, in our bodies. And the free radicals are the things that make us get wrinkles, besides having teenagers, and wear down our bodies, okay? They can make our bodies weaker, so we are more susceptible to getting coughs, colds, flu, et cetera, et cetera. So you want to keep your body healthy. The other thing that I just found out was that if you have a craving for chocolate, okay, throughout the course of the day, it generally means that you're low in magnesium. Now, I do actually take a powdered magnesium a lot of times at night before I go to sleep because it helps with like muscle pains. And I'll put in here, guys, information about that. But so a lot of people who crave chocolate, and I do try to do more dark chocolate than regular, but they do actually have low forms of magnesium. And because they're because they actually have the spirulina in it, which actually, it does not say magnesium is part of the ingredients, but spirulina is very, very high in magnesium. So if you're taking this, it can help to kind of take the edge off of your chocolate craving. So I'm wondering if it would actually work well for people with sugar cravings. That said, in general with sugar, I will say specifically to me, once I start, like if I have a chocolate chip cookie right now, I'm gonna wanna eat chocolate all day long. Because for me, it's a very much of a spiraling effect, sugar and chocolate. Like that's how addictive it is to my body. But I'm very intrigued by if I did this, that maybe my cravings, oh Lord help us all, maybe my cravings for chocolate will decrease. So I'm gonna keep you guys posted. I do take this up regularly, but I actually think I might increase it a little bit more. I will tell you right now, I'm a huge fan. So I like to get things into my kids as much as I can control. I have teenagers, I have a son, we are all very, very busy. I'm trying to make life very easy for people. So I will give them MutliGreens, Life 9 or Kid Sense, depending on what they're doing, Ningxia, go, okay? I try to get thieves on their body every day. I put it on my feet every night, but like I want these things like 1, 2, 3, go, get them out, right? So I know that they're getting the base of what they need. Kelp is also very, very good for your endocrine system because there's iodine in it, and that actually helps to support the thyroid. So as we age anyway, regardless if you have markers for it or if your immune system is getting, your endocrine system is getting taxed from just toxicity over the years or the way that your body is like aging, when you have more iodine in your diet, it can actually help with regulating your thyroid. So that's an amazing thing. All right. So as I said before, it has 4 different essential oils in it. Rosemary, lemon, lemongrass, and melissa, okay? Melissa, again, is actually very purifying and detoxifying in itself, so that's another one that can actually help with kind of the stink, etc. What else I want to share with you guys? There is another, what is the name of it? Arginine, I believe? L-Arginine. That is part of this, and actually it's an amino acid, okay? And so it is very, very, very good for your immune system. But one of the reasons why people actually put arginine into their diet is because it actually is very good for people's sex drives. So if you are one of those people, there is becoming something that is, as you've gotten older, has become more of an issue. And there are lots and lots of oils, there are lots of books about this. But L-Arginine is actually really good for increasing kind of libido for both men and for women. Okay, so that's interesting. A big one in here that I want to discuss quickly is bee pollen. Now, bee pollen is extremely good for you. It is nutrient dense. It has a lot of minerals into it. And it also boosts your immune system and energy, right? So we all want to have energy. So the more you're putting dense nutrients into your body, it's like anything, right? Like I wake up in the morning, I go to the gym, I have a great smoothie in the morning, and it's really packed with all these amazing foods and protein powders, and I drink it all up. I feel great. I feel energized, right? But if I woke up in the morning and ate a pancake covered in syrup, which I made for my daughter this morning because it was her birthday, your energy is you're going to spike for a little bit, and then you're going to let sugar decrease. So when you are having things that are consistently in your diet, and I know that this is very difficult, but when you're doing that, especially something like MutliGreens, it's going to help to balance out your day of kind of cravings and how you want to your day of cravings, but also your energy that you have. So you're not going through these ebbs and flows of having sugar rushes and not trying to balance it out. Now, I will tell you, anything like when you start putting dense nutrients in your body, it's amazing that within, an hour, as I said, that it's 86% absorption rate into your body. But it takes your body, and this is important for you guys to realize, when you start using this, I want you to use this consecutively, and I always talk about 3, 6, 1, 2, 3 months, and then I always talk about kind of 6 and 9 months from there. You really need to be taking this, I would say, for over 60 days. Again, it's the same thing with the Ningxia. I say take Ningxia for a month and then stop taking it and see what you miss. The MutliGreens, again, same thing. You need to build up the base dense nutrients in your body. So it's one of those things that you'd want to put on your ER, and you're just getting every month consistently doing it. And then when you stop, if you want to try it out. If you naturally just start to notice you're like, I feel so much better and it must be because I'm drinking my Ningxia and doing my multigreens, then just stick with it and don't try it. But if you're a doubter and you kind of want to do a test, then take yourself off it. I would not take yourself off of everything. You got to do one thing at a time because it's going to be interesting to see what ends up happening and see how your body reacts to that and see how you feel about it, okay? But dense nutrients are extremely important. And again, this makes it easy. Your kids can take this. If your kids can't swallow capsules, I'll show you what they look like. They're like this big. You could, in theory, if you make them smoothies in the morning, take these and actually just put like 2 or 3 capsules into the smoothie, blend it up in the smoothie and have them drink it, okay? Because it does have that multi-green powder. And there are lots of multi-green powders out there, but they are not infused with essential oils. And as we just pointed out, the reason why the supplements for Young Living have a really high absorption rate into your body is because the essential oils are allowing it to penetrate into the cells and be able to do that. So that's amazing, okay? I have no idea what's happening with my hair right now, but I really wanted to share this with you guys because I think it's super interesting, and this is now gonna be something that I'm definitely gonna have on my ER every month for myself and everybody in the family. Generally, it does say to take 3 capsules twice a day. I think you need to, obviously my children are big, so it's a little bit different for me, but you need to like look at that and you'd wanna decrease that. Oh, I know what I wanted to say. So we can play around with that and you can obviously ask questions about it. If you are, there is barley in here, okay? Yes, where is it? I know it's in here. There's barley in here. So here's the deal. If you have a gluten intolerance, okay? If you're gluten intolerant, I would not recommend taking this because it does have barley in it. But if you have kind of sensitivities to gluten, it might be something for you to try, with the caveat of understanding I would try it by itself for a month and see how your body reacts to it. If it does not affect your actual digestive system and your colon and stuff like that, it actually, because the dense nutrients in them, will actually on the backside be extremely good for your body and actually probably help with everything. But you got to make sure that the barley is not going to bother you because obviously you don't want to make things worse. So I just want to give you guys the heads up that there is barley in there for anybody who's a gluten intolerant or has gluten sensitivities. Sensitivities, again, though, are very different. And as you know, if you remove, you can actually kind of get rid of some of the sensitivities if you decrease the toxins in your life, increase the antioxidants in your life, increase dense nutrients in your life, okay? And if you really are one of those people, I would highly suggest making sure you're doing your Ningxia every day, maybe even twice a day, to get all that in there because you get the dense nutrients that you're trying to get. And there are other supplements that I would recommend as well. Okay. All right, guys. So have an amazing day. Let me know what questions you have about multigreens, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.